The United States is often referred to as the land of opportunity, and for that reason, many people have chosen to settle in this country. As the great Franklin D. Roosevelt once said, remember always, that all of us, and you and I especially, are descended from immigrants and revolutionists. Some of the great things about living in America is we are free, we all have the opportunity to prosper, and for the most part, we all feel safe. However, we may not be as safe as everyone would think. One of the biggest threats that we face as Americans is our own borders. Today I will discuss some of the issues that the borders face. First, I will discuss the lack of resources. Next, I will talk about some of the criminal organizations that we face in the form of terrorism and drug smuggling. Then I will talk about the health threats that we face. The United States Border Patrol has just over 21,000 Border Patrol agents. They'll operate on a budget slightly over $12 billion in fiscal year 2015. According to the Department of Homeland Security's Border Patrol overview, the Border Patrol is responsible for patrolling nearly 6,000 miles of Mexican and Canadian international land borders and over 2,000 miles of coastal water surrounding the Florida Peninsula and the island of Puerto Rico. That is a large area to cover. Each agent is responsible for just slightly under 4/10 of a mile. Many times when our Border Patrol agents encounter illegal immigrants, they are outnumbered as well as outgunned. Oftentimes when immigrants decide to make an illegal border crossing, they will do it with a large group of people so that it will cause our Border Patrol agents issues and they may not be able to capture them all. Hopefully by now, all of you have a better idea of just how limited the resources are that protect America's borders and some of the issues that our Border Patrol agents face. Now we'll talk to you about some of the main threats that we face due to the lack of resources and border protection, such as organized crime, terrorism, and smuggling. It is estimated that there are nearly 11.5 million illegal immigrants living in the United States, and the government has no way of knowing exactly who these people are. Some estimates show that there are as many as 90,000 people who migrate to Mexico from other countries to cross into America illegally each year. This poses a threat in the form of organized crime. Collaborations are said to have been made between Iran, Venezuela, Hezbollah, and other transnational criminal organizations to exploit the weaknesses in our borders. These weaknesses leave our borders open to terrorist groups such as ISIS and MS-13, as you can see here. Gangs such as MS-13 have continued to grow in numbers over the years. According to investigative journalist Anna Arana in 2005, it was estimated that there were between 70 and 100,000 members of these gangs. With so many members of these gangs and organized crime and cross or transnational criminal networks, this poses another problem in the form of illegal smuggling. As you can see here, there are a lot of smuggling routes in and throughout the United States. There are between $25 and $30 billion worth of drugs entering the United States from Mexico each year. The U.S. government states that about 90% of those, or of the cocaine that enters the United States, comes directly through Mexico. By now, you all should have a better understanding of the limited resources that we have to secure our borders and some of the threats that we face due to the illegal activities. Now we'll move on and discuss the ever-growing problem of health. One of the major issues facing the United States due to our lack of border security are the spread of disease. There are many diseases that are being spread into the United States from other countries. There are a lot of illegal immigrants or minors that are bringing in these serious diseases, including swine flu, dengue fever, possibly even Ebola and tuberculosis. They present a danger to the American public as well as Border Patrol agents that are forced to take care of them. Many times when children cross the border, they're being sent alone. You can see here, there's been a sharp rise in several countries of the illegal unaccompanied children that have been apprehended at the border. They are often in America long periods of time before they even seek any kind of medical attention or care. And with these children being transported by bus, airplane, and other means of public transportation, the disease may spread too rapidly to control. Many of the migrants lack basic vaccinations to prevent things such as chickenpox and measles. Hopefully, through the points that I have discussed here today, you all now have a better opportunity of what kind of situation America's faces due to open or unprotected borders. I appreciate you allowing me to speak with you. As you can see, our borders are facing many issues. There are very limited resources on the border, both in the amount of funding and the amount of Border Patrol agents that we have. Criminal activities that are crossing our border in the form of illegal trafficking and other types of organized crime are very scary, and the spread of disease creates a major risk to the health of our nation. Thank you.